Next up at UFC Vegas 81, we have Sadique Yusef taking on Edson Barboza in the main event of the evening. While this isn't the most star-powered main event, this is a solid fight and could matter quite a bit. We're going to find out how good Sadique Yusef actually is. He's 13-2 overall. He's 4-1 in his last 5 years, coming off that submission win over Don Shainis. He's taken down a tried-and-true vet in Edson Barboza. 23-11 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off that bounce-back win over Billy Quarantillo. Sadique Yusef is a fantastic striker. He's got a ton of power, incredible speed, a wide variety of attacks. He's 7-1 in the UFC, and he has outstruck every single opponent, including Arnold Allen in that one and only loss. He's got solid takedown defense at 70%, solid enough get-up game that even if you do take him down, you're not going to ride him out. And he is coming off that submission win over Don Shainis, but don't think he took him down, had a submission, out-grappled, all that crap. Basically, Don Shainis shot a takedown, and Sadiq sucked up a guillotine. Dominic Cruz, did you rewatch that doing tape? Dominic Cruz was insisting it was like some special, amazing choke. It's a freaking guillotine choke that he snatched up.
I just remember it being like, oh, that's in. Yeah, he did a stupid, that's in, ladies and gentlemen. That's in, ladies and gentlemen.
It's funny. Idiot. Dominic Cruz used to be my favorite guy, and I don't know, maybe DC is just so good. Now. I think DC is just so good, and so is Felder, that it's made me not like him.
Well, the thing that honestly that ruined Dominic Cruz was his little spat with DC about DC not watching film. They had that little thing because then Dominic Cruz had to make it a point
super technical.
Yeah, like when I was watching this or when I watched this fight, and if you watch this, he became like that, like know-it-all type dude. Because I used to love Cruz as well. He was my favorite.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he insisted that the guillotine Sadiq won with was something crazy beyond just the guillotine, but he did win that fight. Taking on Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza is maybe, I'm not going to say journeyman right now as an insult. I'm saying it as a compliment. He may be the best journeyman that this weight class has ever had. He's phenomenal. He's just never quite gotten there. But he is absolutely unbelievable. He's a great striker. He has amazing movement. He's fought every single person with any kind of name in this division. He's unbelievably fast. He's insanely technical. He's not really going to initiate a lot of takedowns, but he's so good and so sneaky on the ground. He's got plenty of submissions. I am going to make a Charles Oliveira comparison here because he's slick on the ground, great striking, like all of those things. Obviously, he hasn't achieved what Charles has, but Edson Barboza is probably the most well-rounded, talented guy that's never even had a crack at the title in this division. He is coming off that first-round knockout over Billy Q that sort of reminded us, like, oh, he is very good. He's not just old and washed up after Hillbilly Bible Boy there took him down. Bryce Mitchell took him down a bunch of times. This is a great fight. I think this is a super close fight. I'm surprised the odds are as wide as they are. They are moving. They started at minus 200. It collapsed all the way down to not quite even, but almost, and now it's continuing to widen again. The reality is this fight is going to come down to youth versus experience because Sadique Yusef is 100% going to be faster, probably more powerful. I don't think he's more technical, but he's definitely going to be faster and more powerful and beat Edson to the punch. Edson has way more experience. He's a very well-rounded guy. He's got all the tools. I am going to side with Sadiq here. I do think youth is going to matter because I don't think we're going to have like a complete MMA fight. I think this is a kickboxing match. And yes, Edson's a very, very good kickboxer, but with Sadiq being a half a second ahead of him, that's going to be the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and side with Sadique Yusef here. He's going to be the pick, but if we've learned anything these last 3 months, don't bet on main events. What do you think, Jakey boy?
I'm going to go out on a little bit of a limb here and say that Sadique Yusef gets absolutely fraud checked in this matchup because I just do not think that he is on the level that other people think he is at. He really hasn't fought anyone, and the people that he has fought, he lost against Arnold Allen, and he fought Alex Caceres. And if you watch, I would urge everyone, before you put money on Sadique Yusef, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, Sadique's going to smoke him, this and this. I would urge you to watch that Alex Caceres fight and watch how uncomfortable he was against the striking of Alex Caceres. Alex Caceres turned Sadique Yusef into like a 40-year-old Holly Holm, wanting to just kind of hold him against the fence because he didn't like the striking. And that's nothing against Alex Caceres. Alex Caceres is a pretty good striker. He is a very kind of awkward striker. But Sadique Yusef is a guy, in the striking that just kind of stands in front of you and just kind of throws one punch and then one punch, and he will just kind of stand flat-footed in front of you. If you're standing flat-footed in front of Edson Barboza with those kicks, with that speed, he is going to fuck your world up. And yeah, maybe Sadiq does come in with either a wrestling game plan or kind of a clinch and a hold game plan, and he's able to kind of slow down Edson and win this fight, because this is a very tough weight cut for Edson. I still have no idea. When he said that he was coming to 145, it's like, how the fuck is that guy to make 145? Has looked fantastic doing it, even in his fights. So maybe Sadiq is able to kind of stifle the early explosion of Edson, wear him down, and then have some success later. And maybe he's able to find a knockout shot, right? Edson can get hurt. He can get dropped. Sadiq does possess that power, but when I'm watching Sadiq Yusuf against a guy who doesn't have the same type of striking as Edson in Alex Caceres, it looked like he was kind of really worried about that striking. He kind of went to plan B already, and if you want to be that guy, you got to outstrike Alex. You got to do it. You got to be able to outstrike a guy like Alex Caceres, who isn't it's not like he's a powerful guy, right? It's not like he's like knocking it. I think he had his first knockout whenever it was, the first time in like 13 years or something. You got to be able to stand in front of these guys and strike with them and show that you belong. In my mind, he didn't do that against Alex Caceres. The other striker that he faced, he lost to, in Arnold Allen. I think Edson Barboza has shown that he can still be around in this division. He's always going to be an explosive striker. I think he can avoid the one-punch power of Sadiq and really lay in some really heavy leg kicks early, some body kicks early, get this guy worried about it, and maybe panic a little bit. So I'm going the complete opposite way here. Edson Barboza, I'm not like super confident in it, but I do think that Sadiq gets kind of fraud checked here, and I think Edson is able to win this fight.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned he lost to striker on. He outstruck Arnold Allen. He was dropped, but outside of that one little moment, he outstruck Arnold Allen.
I don't think he outstruck him. Maybe the stats say he landed more strikes.
It felt like he was controlling it, the striking. Outside, he got dropped. Outside of that, it felt like he was controlling the striking for sure.
Well, then he came in against Alex Caceres. He's like, oops.
Yeah, no, that I don't disagree with that. Alex,
that's all I say. Before you put money on Sadiq, watch the fight and just see how you feel about it.
And he's been out for a year,
that's my advice.
Too. Yeah,
that's my advice. He's been out
for a year. Yeah, listen, I'm on the Sadiq side, but I said I'm not betting this fight. Because maybe I take a break from main events for a little bit after Grant Dawson just absolutely.
I'm gonna die. I'm willing to die in there.
He got looked at weird and just fell.
You
over.
hit me Saturday harder than fucking Bobby Green punched him, and he drops and just and I looked you square in the eye and I said, "Don't fucking do that again."
You didn't. I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." You're like, you literally said, "My nose won't bleed." That was the first thing you said. It's so weird.
I literally have never. Have you had a nosebleed? I'm sure you have with wrestling and stuff. I literally have never had a nosebleed.
I've had nosebleeds. Yeah.
I've never had it. And I played a lot of basketball. You get the basketball, you get elbows. Never had a nosebleed.
I don't know. Do you snore? Maybe that shit's just all blocked up. Nothing.
I don't snore either. No, nothing. I'm good.
Me neither. Anyway, we are split on this. You seem far more confident in Edson than I am in Sadiq. If you're a premium member, you see all of our picks, confidence levels, and round line leads. My confidence level on Sadiq, you'll see Sadiq Yusef versus Edson Barboza. Pick Sadiq Yusef. Confidence very low. I have it listed as very low. I'm not that confident in him. I just think he's going to be a little faster. And I think the speed is going to matter in this fight. I mean, Edson's 37. It's going to start to catch up to him. 37 with the weight cut, it's going to start to catch up to him. So
37 is the new 25.
Yeah, maybe for sitting in a chair doing a podcast, not for a fist fight.
Well,
are you going to spend the $7,500 on your boy?
No, because who was it at 7,400 that I said that I was probably going to play? I can't remember who it was, but I think there's better value there.
You do get 5 rounds here, which is a little bit helpful, but I get it. This should be a fun fight. I'm looking forward to just watching this fight. It's good matchmaking. The Yanez fight, great fights.
Yanez.
Guys, that is...
Make sure, if you haven't already, like the stream. I'll be live tomorrow for the Contender Series, so tune in for that. And we're finally... I'm excited, Goes. I think my bets have been suffering. I think it's been a punishment for not going live. So I think we're going to go live Saturday, and we're going to fucking clean up, man. I'm excited, man.
Well, I'm going to watch it, and then I have to take my oldest to she's not a Girl Scout. What is it when they're younger than that? I'm glad you don't know. I'm glad you fucking pervert.
Man, it's like, oh, you're talking about, is she in Mrs. or whatever?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll be there.
Yeah. I'm volunteering. Whatever. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm so glad you don't know the answer to that. Well, anyway.
What is it?
I forget. It's like a daisy. She's a daisy. Let me send you $50. Just go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. It's affiliate marketing. You're going to pay me. They're going to pay me. I'm a mess. I'm going to slice off some of that money, and I'm going to give it right back to you. Make sure you use the links on the website. On the screen, you can take that, become a premium member. That's going to give you access to all the tools. I'm going to emphasize tools more than bets here. Do some of your own shit. We're going to give you all the tools. We're going to enable you. You're going to get the line movement tracker, opening odds, current odds, win probability, and line movement for every single fight. You're going to get detailed data, metrics, and analytics, 38 columns of them. You're also going to get courses. We will teach you about DraftKings Fantasy. Just click on more and then courses in the menu. You're going to get more than just me and Jakey Boy. Running Mouth MMA is 3 different people giving you picks, bets, and insight. You're going to get Artem doing these detailed breakdowns for Dana White Contender Series, PFL, Bellator, every single promotion, including UFC. You're going to get his picks and bets. And then the Pick Doctor. This guy generated or developed an AI that will pick fights based solely off historical data. And if you want to send us something, send us something. We will open it on either stream or in the Quick Picks video. Here is the address on the screen. Jakey Boy, you got any last words for the people?
Yeah, I mean, it's sex dolls. It's whatever you want to.
We're going to open it live. Yeah, it is what it is. Send Jacob his.
Can't you get mail order brides?
I don't know. We'll find out if they can stuff it in there.
Yeah,
I got a small. I didn't get a medium. So we'll see if they can stuff it in there. Those 2 T-shirts that were sent, those fit. WeWantPicks.com. Become a member. Do all the things. Jakey Boy. We're doing this on Monday. The last Monday we're doing this because Jakey's going live Tuesday. So next week, back on schedule. Good night.